Okay, good morning, folks, and welcome to Swing Trading Today. This is Bob Desmond, and it is at current 5:43 in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's get to my rant of the morning, which is the ridiculousness by which this market trades off of headlines. Yesterday, we had the Federal Reserve minutes released, and the market sold off because the Federal Reserve didn't explicitly say in their last meeting that they were going to cut rates. How ridiculous is that? What I like to do here at the Contrarian Day Trader is use my own mind and not trade off of short-term algorithms, reading headlines, and gyrating the market. The reason why the Federal Reserve will not raise rates anytime soon is pure and simple. This is the world debt clock. This is what it will be in 2023. This is where we are heading. It's not that far off. The national debt will be over $29 trillion. That's just in 3 years. We're at $22 trillion right now. The net interest on that debt will be nearly $700 billion per year. And that's at current rates. That means that the rates that are artificially low right now, and quite probably will go lower, will nearly meet the defense budget. Now, if they raise rates, we will eclipse the defense budget in a heartbeat. So if anybody believes that the Federal Reserve is going to go on a rate hike binge anytime soon, they are out of their mind. These numbers do not lie. They are immovable. They are not going anywhere but up. So for all intents and purposes, folks, this country is broke. Now, moving on to my other chart, which keeps us smart. The yield curve. This is the 2s versus 10s. The shorter duration yield curves have already inverted. This is the one I watched, though. It's a higher level view of how this economy is doing. And I've been warning about this bear flag setup here. And so far this month, which is just about over, we are retesting the lower band of this bear flag formation. If it breaks, in all probability, we are going to invert. If we invert, in all probability, we will be in recession. And if we do invert, what will the Federal Reserve be doing? They will be cutting rates, not raising rates. So let's use the power of our logic and let's avoid the headline news. Avoid it. One of my taglines is trade the charts, not the story. The story they wanted you to believe yesterday was that no more rate cuts, rates are going higher, yada, yada, yada. It's all manipulation. Don't let them do it to you. This is the fact. We are unable to pay higher yields absent a blowout in GDP, which would create more of a tax base. That's for a different day. Let's move on to the pre-market activity. Members will be segueing over and into a morning update, going over our strategy for this market, as well as a discussion with regard to current positions. So watch out for that. It'll be posted on the members area in a short while. Now, at current, this is a 4-hour chart. These will all be 4-hour charts. The NASDAQ is just melting away right now. It's been slowly but surely getting weaker by the minute, and we are at current down over 1.33% on the morning. The S&P 500, which had broken out several days ago, has now flashed a breakout point failure and broken down below not one support level, but 2 support levels. We're back down into this downtrend channel. And it appears as though we are going lower. We are down over a percentage point. And I wouldn't expect a lot of buying between today and tomorrow. Why? We have an extended weekend. So over that weekend, traders are not going to want to go home aggressively long of this market. Taking a look at the US dollar. The dollar is surprisingly strong. We did flash a topping tail in this last 4-hour bar. We did break down below this lower band of support yesterday on this 4-hour chart, but we rallied back, and for whatever reason, the dollar caught a bid on the Fed minutes yesterday, which is rather surprising to me. It's really just shocking. Now, what should be noted here this morning is that despite the fact that the dollar is at very close to the year's highs. Gold is up this morning as well. It is struggling to hold on to a support level it has just recaptured this last 4-hour bar. Taking a look at silver. Silver down this morning, but it did recapture a support level on the 22nd yesterday, and it's been holding that support level. Taking a look at crude oil. Now, I warned members on Market Wrap a couple of days ago that the energy sector was threatening to break down. It did so yesterday, as did the Dow transports. Now you're seeing oil fall apart. If the economy is so strong and you had traders yesterday so worried that the Federal Reserve is going to raise rates, why are the transports breaking down? Why is energy breaking down? Why is oil rolling over? Think about it, folks. This economy is in dire straits. And that's why you see gold trading up with the US dollar this morning. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. We have settled into a trading range here, and that's a good thing. I'm still holding a price target on Bitcoin at 9,500. We'll leave off with the NASDAQ, another view, because that's really where the volatility is this morning. And we are unchanged since my last comment. So, folks, the markets are sending us a signal. If we close where we open today or lower, that's a breakdown in this market. We are currently short of this market, at least the S&P 500, and we'll be looking to add more. But it doesn't matter where you trade intraday. What matters is where you close, and we'll be looking to see how we set up for the close before we make any moves. Our current strategy is to trade long only extreme oversold stocks, meaning they're in an unsustainable downtrend, ripe for a short covering rally, and we'll look to take advantage of those opportunities. One of them is Baidu. Closed out the day yesterday with RSI 16. The other one I went over the other night was NLS, Nautilus. We closed out the day yesterday at RSI 12, 13, thereabouts. But I still think we can go lower here on Nautilus, and we'll probably head lower on Baidu. We have price targets on both. We'll be looking to open up or add to a position in the case of Baidu, already long. We will be looking to add and add more aggressively. So members, stay tuned. Everybody have a profitable trading day. If you're cutting out for the weekend, enjoy your extended weekend and be well.